So here I am, creating a fab life for myself, improving myself, proving myself, and doing this amazing training called Freedom Together and the practitioner training of it. And it's just outrageous. I have to do all of this. I have to do all this log booking of logging practices, these things called self-awareness practices, self-recognition practices, and it's just not on. I mean, they added something just recently, and the the energy that shot through my body was quite surprising. And you know, it's just ridiculous that they expect us to do all these extra things. Or is it? Actually. So just think of the last time you you heard something, somebody said something was expected of you, and there was a lot more energy and resistance flowing through your body than you expected. And for me, it's like, okay, this resistance isn't like, if there was nothing for me to look at here, there would be much less energy running through my body. And I actually had energy running through that I was in a rage. I was in confusion about, what is this thing? I don't know what it is. So that's like a big flashing green light saying, okay, we get to have a look at this. And this is the exact container I'm in to do that, which is amazing. However, this has happened elsewhere in my life, and I really invite you to see where, like I said, someone has said something, you're in an experience, something has happened, and you have a response that isn't actually appropriate, like in regular circumstances, isn't actually appropriate to what you've just experienced. You have this huge reaction to, hubby leaving the toilet seat up. And that reaction isn't about the hubby leaving the toilet seat up. It's about, it's our fear of loss, not being enough. So many things. So here I was. This happened to me when I was, I like cuties, little honey eaters out there. Happened to me. I've got an amazing friend that I'm doing some events with, and they'd sent me a message saying, I've just got the flyers. We're going to be giving these to different businesses, and, we'll count them out so we know how many we've got and we know how many we've used. And immediately I was actually walking to meeting them. So I had a good couple of minutes of walking, and holy shit, did I respond to that. My body was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I'm going to spend time, I'm going to waste my time counting out flyers to put in this thing. And it was so wonderful having that space to walk, because what was there for me was, there's a behavior and a reaction and a response that I have, and that is the fear of getting it wrong. It's the fear of pressure, of expectation. And there's a people-pleasing element to that I've been interrupting, and there's these beautiful layers that are being released. Oh, the honey eater's just like, yeah, man, yeah, release that shit. And I was able to really shift and just be with that. Like there was actually nothing to shift intentionally, other than really being with it. As I was walking, I was like, wow, I was the observer to these sensations, to this energy flowing through me, what I made it mean, taking it personally, thinking, how dare they? And all they were doing was speaking words into a little audio message. They weren't, there was nothing, their words were not about me. They were about them. And my response was actually about me. And I was able to get in, like I was okay, you know, that beautiful space of acceptance and just going, right. And the beautiful thing with that was I've had practice in being with that over and over again. It's like interrupting a habit, interrupting a habitual thought form. And it's a beautiful place to start. It's just a beautiful place to start because some crazy percentage, 70% plus of our thought forms, our thoughts are the same as the day before. So often a lot of these ways, our beliefs, our thinking, our behavior is habitual. And is it related to something connected to patterns in childhood? Sure, probably. And then also they're molded over time. So we can just start to set an intention of interrupting the habitual thought form, being with it in the observer mode, being really compassionate, just breathing and softening and realizing that I'm suffering a thought. I am suffering this thought. And in the observer mode, I am in this part of me that has no beginning, has no end, has no feelings. It's completely harmonious. Like I could be getting my arm chopped off and my awareness, this consciousness, observer mode, all of the same things, same description for the same thing, is completely neutral. It is like, oh, you're getting your arm chopped off. So that in that space, everything is neutral, everything is already at peace, it is okay. And you might be going, are you kidding me? You're at peace getting your arm chopped off? That's where I'm headed. I may not be right now, but I believe that's what's possible. And certainly there are amazing teachers and practitioners out there that are in a space where they can be resourced, harmonious in situations that we would normally want to freeze and fawn and fight. And how incredible is it when we can practice this beautiful self-awareness, self-recognition of resting in our observation mode and then coming into a situation where we're really fucking challenged and we actually have this space of going, oh, I don't need to freeze or fawn or fight or fly. I'm actually in my observer mode and I am resourced here. I'm in a space where, holy shit, this is uncomfortable and I can handle this. And it's possible. It really is possible. And I believe it starts with awareness and it starts with creating space. When we feel these energies, this surge of energy, this trigger, whatever it is, and actually taking a moment to pause and be with it rather than wanting to disassociate, rather than wanting to avoid, distract with all sorts of things we distract with, social media, alcohol, chocolate, all the things. And there is still emotional eating that's there for me that I'm interrupting over and over again. And this is how I'm relating to this. God, this is exciting. This is so exciting. It is It is freeing my experience of life to recognize the miraculous of life, the deep connectedness I could have to myself and life. And as challenging as it is, and it takes awareness and a certain level of devotion and just coming back and relating to it as a gift that I get to give myself. When I relate to it like that, oh my goodness, like what shows up in my life and how I'm with everything and how I meet everything is miraculous. It is just beautiful in amongst the messiness and the challenges and the full range of experiences that I believe we were born to have in this human form.